Hi guys, Super Secret Tech here. I'm going to be doing something that I normally don't do, which is playing a very not well tested deck in a four-man or in a four-round Swiss for the schedule events for Pauper. I'm playing Slivers today, so I decided to use a card that I haven't seen anyone else use, which is Commune with Nature. It just seems to me that it's going to give Slivers a lot of reach and really help it out with the long games. Then I have a couple of Vines of Basswood, then Plated, Sidewinder, and Virulent. Journey into Nowhere for some removal. Muscle Slivers, Predatory Slivers, Sinew Slivers for pump. Spinneret and Sentinel are there because they just seemed really, really strong between the two abilities that I can either board in or board out um, to kind of tweak the deck a little bit. Running Celestial Flares, Hive Stirrings, like I said, the other two Sentinels and Spinnerets, three Sundering Growths. And the only reason I'm running Sundering Growth is it's cool with Hive Stirrings, because then I can make copies and get an extra sliver. Um, then Sunlance for removal. So it's kind of like mainly aggro. Um, it's got a little bit of reach with Commune with Nature. You know, that can easily put 3 or 4 cards in your hand. Um, I am running the Gilded Gates, which is one of those things that's kind of been 50-50 between a lot of people, but I really like the mana fixing ability. Um, and so I got about 2 minutes before the event starts, and so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Um, I've played with this deck like twice, and we'll just kind of see how it goes from here. I don't have high hopes by any means. Um, but like I've just been getting crushed by the I've just been getting crushed by several of the other decks in the metagame, like the mono green deck and the elf deck have just been giving me hell. And so I decided to play something that, had a pretty good matchup against those two, because those are all I seem to get paired against, and kind of hope for the best on that one. Um, I figure I have enough time where I can actually kind of break it down a little bit. So now we have our spells suite, our non-pump sliver suite, and then the pump sliver suite. Uh, it seems good in sound and theory. The decks I have play tested against, it's done very, very well. So I figured, why not try it out and hopefully get a 3-1 or a 4-0 with it. Okay, so this hand's very keepable because I have both colors of mana thanks to the Guild Gate. Even though I'm not dropping a Virulence turn 1, it's still fine. There's very few decks where the turn 1 drop is super, super important. Uh, Gonna go and play Spinneret here. For the simple fact it's a 2-2, and I can get Predatory out next turn and really increase my odds of just being able to go over him. Because if I get Predatory and Virulent out, swing for 3, I'm pretty far ahead of him at that point. Well, 3 and a poison, I guess I should say. Okay, so here I'm liking the idea. I'm probably not going to swing in, but I still like the idea. Alright. I think I'm just going to block the Sentinel here. We'll see if he's got a pump spell. Cool, works for me. Now hopefully I can get another pump sliver, because with a secondary pump sliver this gets really big in my favor very, very quickly. That's actually not bad either. Let's go ahead and commute and see what we get. Okay, I'm gonna take the pump sliver here. I think I'm gonna just send the virulent in since I have another virulent in hand. I'm not too worried about it dying, and this way I can leave it back for blockers. And I don't think he can threaten me near as quickly as I can threaten him at this point. So that's good too. Sorry if I don't sound the greatest. I have a cold at the moment that I'm trying to fight through. Here, I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice the spinneret, just because I have another spinneret in hand. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made that play, but it seems pretty solid right here. Alright, and Sinu it is, man. That's excellent. And I'm going to go ahead and get another virulent out as well. Okay, he's going to kill a muscle sliver with 2 young wolves. I'm okay with that. Now, the other thing that's important to remember is that the reason I'm tapping out the way I am is because I'm not too worried about losing one creature because I have a vines in hand. And again, it's all about just threatening him at this point um, with the constant pressure. You know, he has to block 3 of my creature. You know, he has to block 2 of my creatures at a minimum, which is pretty solid for me. And you know, he doesn't know my hand, or else he'd know that he has to block basically all my creatures. Uh, or else I'm just gonna vines over him. But this can very well be an easy way to blow out with the vines here. Um, I like the idea here of just attacking in and see what he does. I mean, he doesn't have Undying anymore. He does have a Persist trigger, but that's it. And I can save one creature. Um, 6. I'm going to go ahead and just go for the kill here. It might not be the smartest play in the world, but it seems pretty logical to me to just go for the kill. Yeah, turned out working well in my favor. Okay, against him, the Hive Stirrings are good. I'm probably going to pull out the Chameleons. Um, the Sentinels are really good. Sunlance is pretty good against him. Spinneret's okay, but it's not great. Let's see what we're looking like here. I actually almost like Sunlance better than Journey in this particular matchup, even though both are good. Just because Sunlance kills all of his creatures I care about, and it's 1 less mana. The Stirring is the reason I'm bringing in that card in particular against him, is because it's 2 for 1 card advantage. Here, I'm probably going to play this a little bit different. Since I have 2 1-drops, I'm probably going to go Plains, Plated Sliver, Plains, Plated Sliver, and then play Guildgate than I normally would. Actually, that's pretty perfect. I'm just going to Sunlance here. that Nettle Sentinel is probably his biggest threat to this particular deck, so it's always handy taking it out super early. So now I have a couple of options. I can go into double plated sliver with Sidewinder sliver here, or I can go into Sentinel sliver plus either plated or Sidewinder. With the way he's playing right now, uh, I'm thinking Sentinel into plated, just because it gives me more reach uh, capabilities. And then we're gonna probably play it, block his guy with a Sentinel sliver. That's a lot of damage. He got really well stacked. If I can get rid of his creature, it should be pretty easy for me right here. I have a feeling he probably doesn't have another creature in hand. That's why he's loading this one up so high. And I'm probably going to bring Flare back in. I have a couple of different options here. I think the first one is obviously to play Sidewinder. Uh, because that way basically he can't block. And then I'm going to play Forest and Swing. Then I'm going to play Virulent. Gonna go ahead and block with Virulent. Okay, has a Aquarian Ranger, which is fine. The removal spell here would be really nice. Um, the Hive Stirring's actually not bad either. Basically, I block almost all the damage that he can do. The double plated's really going a long way for me in this matchup. Um, I think I'm going to double block here just to be on the safe side because I don't want to be able to easily pump and blow me over. Even though I am losing 2 creatures, I think it's still the safer route to go. Oh, and look at that. Actually, I'm going to tap this a little different. I'm going to tap it this way, that way I still have access to double green, so if I want to vines, I can. The idea here is basically just to try to draw him out of his heavy creatures and force him into really bad situations, which looks like exactly what's about to happen here. Because now he has to, well, he can't block, but he has to block all at the same time, which is really nice. Or else I just kill him. Let's see here. That really added a lot of possibilities to me. Let's see. So no matter which way he blocks, I get through for lethal. So I'm pretty happy here. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and vines the Sidewinder and just see if he has something that can deal 4 with 1 mana. If he doesn't, he's just dead. So there we have it. Pretty commanding start with the Sliver deck. Very, very happy. That was my worst matchup. Absolutely hands down, I hated that matchup when I was playing Mono Blue. And with the Sliver deck, it went really well for me. Very, very happy with the results. And we'll just see how it goes from here. Bubba's in this tournament with me. We'll see how he's doing. They're at 0-0. Now with Bubba, I never know exactly what he's going to play. Normally he does play some kind of aggro deck. Um, so with it taking this long, I'm guessing he's playing against like mono blue post. But very happy with the way that deck turned out. And I basically just got the cards for this deck right before the tournament. I think I spent $3 compared to what I already had for it. And can't complain at all. Turned out very nicely for me. So, pretty happy there. This is going to be quite a while that I'm going to be waiting, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the stream for now. I'm going to get on vent for a little bit with my clan members, and then I will come back before the next round starts. I'll see you then, guys.